Hello everyone. Hi Cynthia, I can see that you're here. Great to see you. Okay, so we are still in Strasbourg. It's our last night in Strasbourg. Hi Dawn, great to see you. And Catherine, hey, great to see you as well. Catherine, I think you're really going to enjoy this. I've got some lovely places to show you. Hi Tish, hi Satyam, and hi Laurie, hi Joanne. All right, so let me just walk away from this wall like this. It's pretty, it's back to front, isn't it? So I'll turn around and show it to you in a second. Here we go. Look, we are at the Museum of Contemporary and Modern Art. So let's turn the camera around so you can actually see this wall with the writing in the right orientation. Okay, so here we are with this amazing wall right outside the museum. Hi Catherine, great to see you. And that's the mural that faces us as we arrive at the square here on our way into Petite, France. So let me just show you around this amazing wall first before we head on in. And we are also in, well, the plaza is called the Centre Historique, the Historic Centre. And I'm hoping that my muffle's working well. Okay, so here we are. This is circuiting the Contemporary Art Museum with that fabulous horse statue up there on the top. Look at that. It's pretty gorgeous. Hi, Sarah. And hi, Matthew. Great to see you. And if I turn this around this way, I'm just being mindful of families here at the moment. This is the other wall that we've just come past. So lots of interesting contemporary murals along this wall here. Okay, so I'm going to just very slowly pan around this, but this is not our focus. I just thought this provided a point of interest before we head on over into the area called Petite France. And there's that horse once more before we head on in. So the first building that we come to, hi Laurie, hi Neil, great to see you. Yeah, where is Matt in Hong Kong? So we've got some lovely old buildings here. We're at an area that's called the Covered Bridges area, the Pont Couvert. But this is the barrage Vauban, which was built originally in, I believe it was, I could be wrong here, I'm not very good at retaining dates and facts. I think it was built originally in the 16th century as part of the fortifications of the city, and then it was gradually turned into various infrastructure, one of which was a dam for one of the part of the tributaries. There's lots of little rivers and canals that come off the Rhine, and before we head on in there, Catherine says, hi Richard. Laurie, we're still in Strasbourg. We're still in Strasbourg in France. So I just wanted to show you, she's pretty gorgeous. Stop here and show you this lovely lady before we head on. We're going to head on through this tunnel and out the other end. Hi Lynn, great to see you. I'm glad you could make it. But let's have a look at the cityscape here first before we head on into the barrage. So we're looking at Strasbourg. We're starting to see some coloured lights over there. We're actually going to head off over into that area. That's where we're headed, over in that direction. And this area here with the 3-4 towers, let me just zoom out again. So we've got these large rectangular towers. These were the structures for the covered bridges. The actual covers themselves are no longer there, but you can see the bridges as I pan across, and those towers formed the structural supports for those covered bridges. The snow didn't last, Catherine. No, it didn't. It was there till the next morning. But we got up in the morning. There was still snow on the ground near where we're staying. But yeah, it's gone now. I managed to find some snow-covered grass and snow-covered roofs, and there was a bit of snow on the cars, but sadly it's all gone now. All right, now I did walk through here the other day, The signal seemed fine on my phone as I walked through, but just bear in mind that we are walking through a fairly substantial stone and solid structure. It's called the Passage Georges Frankhauser. And we're not really sure what goes on in here because there's all these little alcoves that look like that something could take place. So these are actually stairs that go up to a terrace up on the top level, which is closed at the moment, sadly, but it takes you through to up to the terrace where you can get a great view over top of Petite France and the whole river water area around here. But we can look out through the window and try and get a nice reflection. That'll get better as we get over the other side. I do want to catch the last of the daylight so we can get some of the nice reflections. All right, so let's walk quickly because I don't want to tempt fate with the throwback to the pandemic. That mural, perhaps, Neil, could be, yeah. I don't want to tempt fate with the signal. What am I looking at? Oh, there's some kind of structure for the drawbridge, I guess. Is it a drawbridge? Yeah, this looks like it's been rebuilt, but I guess it would have been in past times. We can see down to the water through there, and there's some part of the mechanisms related to, I guess, a drawbridge at this bridge covering. Sorry, my knowledge on the ins and outs of this place aren't very detailed, I know. I'm bringing you here as a tourist or as a guest to the city myself. So here's another bridge. They literally form arches across the river. We'll see it from a better point of view as we move around towards Petite France. But we've got all these sort of statues and things in here. Now, I'm not sure what they belong to, whether they belong to this structure or whether they belong to a church somewhere. We've got all these sort of gargoyles and finials and angels even in here. So, too warm here, waiting for fall. Where are you, Cynthia? I'm not sure I've ever known where you were actually located. So yeah, look, we've got a fellow on a horse here. And some kind of a winged creature with a face of a lion. They're a little bit freaky, aren't they, Trish? Sorry, not Trish, Tish. Sorry, Tish. Yeah, all these freaky statues behind bars. They're all very weird. Over here we've got cherubs. Winged cow behind the lion. I missed the winged cow, but we've got these guys here that are like cherubs, cupids, and then there's a headless guy over here. It's quite busy in here at the moment, Dawn, but I'm going to look back towards the direction that we came from so you can see those arches that you're referring to. Weeping angels, yes, Richard made that comment as well. I'm not sure they're actually weeping, but it does remind you of the weeping angels. Okay, the signal held. I'm very happy about that. So there's a lift that takes you up to the terrace, but unfortunately it's closed.
For those who don't know Doctor Who.
Yeah, I think everyone knows Doctor Who and the Weeping Angels, but in case you don't know the Doctor Who reference, the Weeping Angels were one of the scary characters in one of the episodes of Doctor Who. And I can tell you that this scene that we're looking at here is so much brighter through the camera than what I'm seeing through the naked eye. Who fans? Yeah, Laurie, quite a few Who fans. Okay, here we go. So here's one of these towers that belong to the covered bridges. I'm just going to take you over here just very quickly so we can give you a little bit of background on the barrage that we've just walked through. So le barrage Vauban, and it says the city's Pont Couvert covered bridges defence system having outlived its usefulness, military engineer Jacques Tarrade directed the building of a dam based on a design drawn up by Vauban. So that gives you, I still feel like I'm zoomed in. I was. Sorry guys. They were statues that attacked when you looked away, that's right. And hi Natalie. Okay, so yes, here we go. This lovely triage of buildings here, trio. Isn't it beautiful? The deep terracotta red, the pink, pastel pink in the middle, the trees without leaves, and then the tower in behind. Really look lovely here. I was hoping that the light would be better because we're right on sunset. We've been going for 11 minutes, so it is literally right on sunset. 4:41 p.m. was the scheduled time for sunset. Since we've been going for 11 minutes, we're just about right on. But sadly, there's no sign of the sun in the sky, so I'm really just hoping to make the most of what light we have available to us. But look at this, isn't this lovely? Such a lovely scene, so pretty. And then when I slowly pan around, we move over towards the covered bridges. And there we go. More beautiful reflections come into view. Isn't it lovely? I'm going to move back a little bit, see if we can get more of this tower into frame. And there's a lovely reflection from the bridge on the right. But I also want to make sure that we do make it into Petite France and catch some of those buildings in the reflections as well. Okay, that's quite lovely. Okay, so let's head on over. The first building that we come to is a half-timbered building in that terracotta colour. That's really pretty as well. I think there's a nice restaurant located at the ground level of this building. Oh look, the lights just came on the bridge. How pretty. Oh, and over here too, they're coming on all the way around. Oh, how gorgeous. And you're all talking about Doctor Who. That's fine. That's fine. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Let's head on over into Petite France. I fell in love with this place the first time I saw it. It's just so picturesque. It's so postcard worthy. Who? Tish, I think you're talking about the conversation they're talking about of Doctor Who. When I mentioned the Weeping Angels, we went into a discussion about Doctor Who. So we're going to go across this bridge here, just checking. Oh, there's one of these things here. So I don't know if the cars are allowed to go through here or not. No, those cars are turning left, so that's fine. That's good. And here's another view of the barrage. Those reflections, oh, they're just so lovely. And then over here on our right, we've got this gorgeous building here. We'll cross over and have a look and see if it's casting a reflection. Not so much. JJNS. Guten Morgen aus den USA, New York. Ich möchte nach Strasbourg reisen. You'd love to travel to Strasbourg? In my very limited German knowledge, I think that's what you said. Richard's just confirmed that. So I'm not doing too bad. And since we're travelling to Germany tomorrow, I have to start thinking in German words and German pronunciation in readiness for arriving in Germany tomorrow. That bollard thing looked a bit dangerous. Yeah, they drive up to these things, and I don't know if they need to have a passcode or a tag or something to get in through along the laneway. Look at that, that's so pretty.
Cathedral.
Yep, the cathedral just at the top there. There's the spire for the cathedral. And JJ says, I was in Freiburg in Breisgau, which is not far from Strasbourg. Yeah, Richard's been to Freiburg. I haven't been to Freiburg, but Richard has. Many, many, many years ago. And this building here is just so pretty. Imagine what that would look like when the wisteria is all in flower. Yeah, I think this is the one you're talking about, Tish. Isn't it beautiful? Oh. We have plenty more beautiful houses to see though. I'm actually going to cross into Petite France via this, what do you call it? They're like three little islands almost. But this one is getting ready for Christmas markets. So it's going to have the Advent village is going to be setting up here. From Wednesday, I think the 27th is when all the Christmas markets in Strasbourg start. We'll be in Mannheim by then. So here we go. It says Le Village de la Vente, the Advent village. And of course they've brought in all the Christmas trees. They've all been set up, ready to be decorated. Neil says, don't know what Neil's asking. Sorry, Neil. Now, I know that there are some absolutely gorgeous reflections from these houses coming up. So I'm going to find a perfect spot on the canal to show you these houses and hope we still get to see the reflections in the river from those. Natalie says, Neil, here it is people who are living in the city centre or working in it. So yes, this market here, the Advent Village, is one of many markets, one of many Christmas markets around Strasbourg. And when I came through here the morning after the snow, this was all the little roofs were covered in snow along the top. Okay, now let's see what this looks like. Oh, look, we've got a little boat coming along. It's one of the tourist boats, the canal boat. That's correct, JJ, yeah. And happy for you to share any knowledge that you can about Strasbourg, because mine is pretty limited. But yes, Strasbourg was once German, now it's French. It became French again after World War II. Look at that, isn't that just lovely? Once the boat passes, the river, there's not much wind today, so the surface of the water should calm down again and we should get some nice reflections again. I think we'll see them. We're going to go over to the bridge over here, and we should still see these houses. Once, as I said, once the surface of the water smooths again, we should still see some nice reflections of those houses. Here we've got baubles in the trees, so literally getting ready for the Christmas markets in this little plaza. And we've seen, look at all the Christmas trees here. So I'm not sure what they're going to look like by Wednesday. Excuse my sniffling, I've got that, cold weather nose. Okay, so just along here a little way. We'll head back over to the edge of the canal and look back along it. And there's a couple of spots where we can do that, but here is one of them. And here we go. Really pretty. Trees for sale? I really think they're just for decorations, Neil. I mean, I guess they might be for sale, but I think they're just for decorations. Whoops. There we go. It is so pretty, such a lovely town. If the man with the blue parka could just sort of hurry along a little bit so you guys can get a nice shot. And okay, I'm going to zoom back out again. Hi Diane, great to see you. And then we'll move along this way. I don't know where Richard's gone. He's disappeared and left me. So this area, back in the Middle Ages, used to be, because it's surrounded by water and it's kind of a little away from the remainder of the rest of the city, it used to be the area where all the smelly jobs were done. So you had the tanners, the fishing people, and there was another industry that I should remember, but I can't. But mainly the tanners. Joanne says, nice to see Strasbourg before the hordes of Christmas tourists arrive. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Joanne. I'm glad we're getting out before the hordes arrive, because I understand that it's just insane the number of people that come. So I'm just turning right first to have a look along this way, and then we'll go back. Look at this, isn't that so pretty? I have to get Richard a tracker. Do we know the name of the waterway here? The main waterway that Strasbourg is located on is the Rhine, of course, but I think there's a river Ill, I-double-L. Not terribly certain about that, and I know that the old town of Strasbourg is located on the Grande Ile, which is the large island. So I'm not 100% certain. I wish Richard would keep up. I hate having to look for him because I get separated. Oh, there he is. Okay, we're going to go down there, then up here. So in this direction, we'll go around and have a look at it from a different angle, is a lock. We were lucky enough to see one of those canal boats go through the lock the other day. Hi Lethargy, great to see you. I just wanted to come around here because these lights caught my eye. So I thought I'd come around here and have a look. And we'll see the church with the lights on. Is there another boat coming? Sounds like it. Is there another boat? But these buildings are gorgeous. There is a lock over there which I'm going to walk around to, but from the opposite bank. And then we've got, I just wanted to come over here because I saw all these lights on. I mean, if the lock is filling and there's a boat coming in, then we'll go have a look at it. Looks like there might be. Ah, yes. All right. Okay, so here's the lock working. So it's going to fill, raise this boat. I mean, you all know how locks work. I don't have to explain a lot to you, but it's interesting just to actually see one actually working. So Neil says, is it a bi-level lock? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Neil, but I know that it goes up, boat comes in, it goes up, and it goes out the other side, like the one that we saw a moment ago. And I'm just not sure if I can get up onto... Oh yeah, there's kind of like a little bridge here. There's loads of people. Bear with me. Get past this crowd here. Alright, so we can see that it's come in through this gate here. Die Schlösser. Yeah, it's going up. Lots of people around, just wait for these guys to pass. Okay, I'm not sure how long it takes to do this, but it's filling and it's slowly going to raise up and then pass out through the other end. What we might do is go further up and wait for the gates to open perhaps. There's some lovely buildings here, so we just have a look around here. And over there, that's where the main river's coming down through. Batarama. See, I considered doing this. I considered actually doing this as a tour, but I was just concerned about how good it would be. I mean, how much value I could offer you as a tour. I wasn't convinced that battling the reflections on the glass and being inside an enclosed space with other people and noise was going to deliver the best experience. So we can see the town, we can see the city from the banks beautifully. JJ says, wow, a hotel right there on the lock. Yeah, right, literally right here. Okay, it doesn't look like it's too far away. I don't think we'll have to wait too long to see the gates open, so I might just hang here. Is it Michigan you're saying, Neil? Michigan in USA has this system. Yeah, there's quite a few of them in France, of course, and the UK. There's a really interesting one in the town that we're going to be staying in about 3 weeks' time in Germany. Actually, it's not even that far off. So that'll be cool. I do actually want to show you that one. It looks very cool. It looks very interesting. I won't tell you anything more at the moment. Satyam says, I've seen it in Sweden. Oh, there's one. There's one. Oh, is it in France? It's like an elevator and the boat goes on sideways and it gets lifted up in like an elevator. It's really... Oh, here we go. Look, it's opening now. Hi, Cindy. Was it England? Was it England? Okay. Okay, so it's opening now. Is there a better spot to stand? Natalie will be in California for Christmas. My brother is in San Francisco, or not far from there. Okay, here it comes. There it goes. I also want to see if the gates close after it's gone. Yeah, that is fascinating too, Diane. So there it goes. It's got a tight little corner to manoeuvre around there. Do these gates close or do they stay open? And it's off. There it goes. All right. So the other gate at the other end is closed. So I'm not sure what happens when the next boat comes along. Right. So we're going to head this way, and I'll take you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take you into one of the squares. There's a building I want to show you that's just over here. It's one of the old tanners buildings. So here's another market that's getting ready to open. The huts are here ready. But just over here is one of the old tanners buildings, which is actually really interesting. We would have hit it sooner, but I took the detour. So those who were with me the other night, yes, it snowed. Yes, we did find a glühwein afterwards. Here we go. Here's the Maison de Tanneurs. I want to try and get this without people in front of it if I can. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. You can get most of it, but there we go. The Maison des Tanneurs. And that's this building here. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tish. It was it was cold. It was fun. It got very cold at one point. And it was so nice to find a really warm glühwein at the end of it. It was a bit more expensive than I would have liked to have paid, but it was worth it. JJ says, I would imagine cheese is quite popular there as well. It definitely is. Definitely is, JJ. And here's the house of the tanners. Let me get back a little further and try and get you a better angle. All right, so we have this gorgeous building in front. I'm not sure what this one is. Alsace is famous for white wine. Yes, it absolutely is. Apparently it's also one of the regions that Spätzle comes from, along with, I forget which region in Germany. And what else is Alsace good for? Here we go. So Natalie says the Tanners, my favourite Canadian groups. I'm not. Are you talking about what I said? The Tanners? No, this is the house of the Tanners. So, look at this. I'm standing in front of a sign that's literally selling what I've just described to you. Spätzle Munster ou Emmental à la sauce crème. Spätzle Munster Order. Oh, it's in German and French, and then it's in English as well. Spätzle is famous in Switzerland as well. Yeah, I mean these mountain regions that sort of all neighbour each other, I guess. All right, so. Bit hard to get that one. I have to get across the way. So you guys, you can see the square is starting to already get quite busy with people. You just heard the Tanners. Yeah, no, tanners. Sorry. So that's for leather work, skinning. And welcome to everybody else who's on. I can see that we've got about 30 odd people on, and welcome everybody. If you haven't already, please say hi. I always love to know who's joining me on my tours. Here we get to see inside one of these lovely eateries, restaurants. What's spätzle? Laurie, spätzle is a kind of dumpling or noodle. They make it with like a giant garlic press, if you can imagine this, or you can press the dough through a colander into boiling water, and it's like a dumpling or noodle, and they serve it with, or you can have it with like ham and cheese. I'm sure JJ has some ideas of how it can be prepared, and it's really a warming, like it's a warming dish, fills your tummy. Love the look of the square, very quaint. Yeah, it's a pasta basically, in a nutshell, Neil. All right, where to now? Do we go that way or that way? I forget which way to go. We were going to aim for the cathedral. I'm not sure if we're going to make it to the cathedral. Let's see how we go along one of the streets that we haven't taken you along before. I'm hoping that we'll see more Christmas decorations as well, some more lights. There wasn't much down to the right. There was the cathedral, but not the church, but not much else. If we look back towards the square, so this one's quite a quiet square, but it's the Place de Meuniers, I think. Yeah, so this is the place of the millers. That was the third occupation that I'd forgotten about. Place Meunier, Mullerplatz. So windmills, millers. I think Rich has got a route sussed out for us. Okay, so we'll go this way. There's a fantastic looking decoration right in the middle of this intersection here, but it's not lit up. I don't know why. So for those who don't know, this is our last night in France. We catch a train tomorrow for Mannheim. Just look up there. Okay, I'm getting a transmission warning at the moment, so just in case there's any glitches right now, just letting you know that we are getting a warning about transmission signal right at the moment. And I don't know what dentelles are. What's that? What's Klein Spitzergas?
Small something.
Small something. All is well, picture's good. Okay, thanks everyone. So.
Small laneway street.
Oh, okay.
Lane, small lane.
Okay, this isn't local, this is Korean. Forget that. I thought I was showing you some interesting local food. It wasn't. What we do have a lot of in Strasbourg is Turkish food. We see lots of doner kebab places, like literally everywhere. I think there's a big Turkish community in, I was just looking to see what that shop was in Strasbourg. What do we have here? There's the Kugelhof. We did buy one yesterday. It was quite tasty, a little bit bland, but tasty. There we go. Korean food is lovely. Oh, I know you love it, Dawn. Yes. Here we go. Van showed here is €4.50 to take away, emporter, for 25 cl. It's about the size of a coffee mug. I suppose that's okay. So I'm pretty sure this heads towards the cathedral. Oh, we've still got about 10 minutes. Richard's just asking how much time we've got left. Oh, I'm sure we get there in that time. So for us this is really cold, but I'm sure for the locals it's just a regular old day. People are queuing in this place to sit down for, what do? They do coffees and cake and, yeah. I missed the ironwork, Dawn. Neil says, "What is the Kugelhof?" So basically, it was a cake in the shape of. What would you describe it? It's kind of conical but rounded, if that makes any sense. Well, what's a Kugel? It was a kind of a bland cake, but sort of a little bit crispy on the outside. And look at these gorgeous doors. And it did have a couple of, or a small amount of like sultanas or raisins or something like that scattered through it as well. So not a rich, sweet cake. It was bell. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a bell shape. Picture goes on and off into grey. Oh, it's doing that thing, is it, Natalie? Huh, look at this. Fake Christmas tree with fake snow. Oh, there's the cute puppy someone mentioned. Isn't there a noodle kugel? Is there a noodle kugel? Now you're playing with words, aren't you? Oh, okay, hang on. There's a cake shop over here. We've got to stop and look at that. Let's see if they've got. Oh, that looks interesting. Okay. All right, I don't know where Richard's gone. There he is. Okay. And I thought I saw something, flakes falling, but I think I was imagining things. Oh, I know where we are. So this is the Petite France exit, but the lights aren't on again, which is kind of frustrating because I was hoping that we'd be able to see. That, but it's not lit up, which is a shame. Can I get it against the sky? Not really. Anyway, so this is the entrance to Petite France. Yep. And if we walk straight ahead, we're going to run straight into the cathedral, which is perfect. Oh, look up there. There's like a colourful Art Deco sort of picture theatre, cinema. We have one of these chestnut roasting things here. I'm a little bit worried actually, experiencing those sort of interruptions and outages, that when I do the Christmas markets this week, we've got candy shop here, that I'm going to be more crowded. So I'm hoping. Strassenbahn, yeah. Sorry, I should have stopped and showed it to you, shouldn't I? And we've got some chalk art here on the footpath. You can hear it though. They've got a really good tram system here. What the French word for it is. So the city is really well covered. Street train, that's right, Neil. So I think we've seen the cathedral twice so far, and this will be the third time. And I'm just hoping that we're going to have a few lights on when we get up there. It's looking kind of promising, maybe. And Dawn says Paul was having trouble at a Christmas market last week due to crowds. It's not really crowded, but I'm expecting that it could get worse. All right, so this is Plus Gutenberg. We were here the other night. If you recall, we started from here the first night we did the Strasbourg tour, and we saw this lovely building over here all lit up. And there's the cathedral. It's the lovely cathedral. Okay, just want to get into a Gutenberg and the. So, yeah, he couldn't connect on YouTube, but managed to do a Facebook Live. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to have success. Still, we will persist. So there's the statue to Gutenberg. He lived, I think, in this city for 10 years. And then we have the spire of the cathedral over here. And this is the street that I'm hoping is all beautifully lit up. Okay. I'm here. Neil says maybe lights set on later time. I'm wondering if they don't come on until the markets actually start, which is Wednesday. It's either that or the 1st of December, but it seems reasonable to have them on for the start of the Christmas markets, I would have thought. This is pretty over here. And then over here we've got this building is lit up beautifully. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, lethargy? The angels. Over here. Yeah, I don't know. 5 p.m. I'm just getting another signal warning, guys. Here's another one of these pirate candy I want to get over here where we can have a look at the front of this shop. So we've got the polar bear theme, penguins. Everyone knows that penguins and polar bears don't live together, right? That's always lovely. The lights are very delicate. And one of the huts has its lights on. Lights are on, but no one's home. There's a car trying to get out through here. Put this end of the square here, and then we can go and have a look at the pink place. We might finish up where the pink place is that we showed you the other night while it was snowing, where the pink snow was. Okay, look up there. The Strasbourg Cathedral, I believe, was commenced in the 1300s, as many of these Gothic cathedrals, and as Cologne and several others. I keep looking to make sure. This says magnificent. Richie wants me to go down there. He said they've been craving. Okay, we'll have a look, just a little look around the corner here. It's quite pretty down this laneway, and then we'll head back to the pink building and finish up there. Oh, these lights are on. These lights are on. They weren't on the other night. There we go. We just go a little way down there, then come back past the cathedral. Okay. Yeah, these lights are on tonight, so they weren't on the other night. Ali from Iraq, hi. Lovely to see you, Ali. Here we go, look at that. All right, so we're going to head down towards the pink place and we'll finish up there. So for anyone who was here with me the other night, it was snowing, big, chunky, fluffy snowflakes. They were just gorgeous. When we came down to this pink building, we were seeing pink snow falling. It was pretty delightful, and I'm hoping maybe to get to Worms. So yeah. I'm literally going to be spending, as I said, I think it's Saturday, on a plane in London airport, and then on a plane back to Frankfurt, and then I can get another 90 days. We only need a couple of weeks, but buffering really bad just now and sound gone, or is it just me? That's Golden Orchard.
Stop there. You want us to sign off?
She's gone. Lynn, where are you? Okay, so I'm getting everyone saying that I've gone.
Okay, so just close it down, I guess.
Looks like I've gone, sadly. All right, I'm going to go down here to this square just in case I come back. Hoping I come back for anyone who had problems next week. Yeah, that's right. You're back. You're here. I was just about to sign off, you guys, because I thought, oh no, I'm in the middle of a small narrow laneway and there's not much chance of me coming back. But I am back, so that's great. So let me show you the pink building, and since I'm back, I'm going to sign off. Okay. All right, everyone. Thanks again. Buffering a lot. Well, in that case, we'll just walk down to the end of the road and talk. So if it's buffering, then there's no point my staying, but I'm only going to stay just in case we're lucky enough for the signal to come back. And thank you, everyone. Really enjoyed your company. Really enjoyed sharing my time in France with you. And guys, look, here we go. This is where we got the glue vine the other night, there. Oh, hang on, I've got to turn the camera around again. One more time, sorry. Here. There's stuff happening in this square. And I will see you in Germany. Okay, bye for now.